Your car stops outside a big company. Madam, we have reached. After listening to the driver, you got out of the car and went inside the company. After coming inside the company, you went inside the lift and pressed the button for the 56th floor. After some time, the lift door opens. You go towards the meeting room and opens the door without knocking, due to which everyone present in the meeting room starts looking at you. Miss Wen, get out. A cold voice is heard in the meeting room. When you heard this sound, went out of the meeting room. Does anyone else want to move out of here? Hearing the person's voice, everyone concentrates on the meeting. The name of this person is Kim Namjun. He is the CEO of Kim Enterprise and also a mafia king. His personality is cold. All the employees in the company call him Cold CEO. You came out of the meeting room and went to your cabin and started crying after seeing a photo of a couple on your phone. That picture was of your and Namjoon's engagement. In the picture, you looked happy, but Namjoon did not have a smile on his face. Namjoon is your fiancé. You loved him, but he hates you. He has been hating you ever since you agreed to marry him. Actually, your grandfather and his grandfather were friends. So you used to go to his grandfather's house with your grandfather in your childhood, and that's when you met Namjoon. You wanted to make him your friend, but he did not want to be friends with you. But one day you saved his life, so he befriended you, but he did not talk to you much. But you were happy because he became your friend. Gradually you fell in love with him, and you did not even know it. But when you realized that you loved him, you wanted to tell him that you loved him, but you could not tell him because you were afraid that after knowing this, he might break friendship with you, so you did not tell him. Then after a few years, you went abroad for a higher education, and when you returned after completing your studies, your grandfather asked you to marry Namjoon. So you said yes. But one day Namjoon came to you and asked you to refuse to marry him. Then you told him that you love him. Then Namjoon said that he does not love you, nor does he believe in love. You refused to marry him as he cannot refuse his grandfather. But you did not say no to the marriage because you thought Namjoon would slowly fall in love with you. Why do you always behave rudely with me? You were thinking the same thing when your phone rang. You wiped your tears and received the call. Hello, Grandpa, how are you? I am angry with you. But why, Grandpa? Ever since you joined my grandson company, you have not come to meet me even once. That is why I am angry with you. Sorry, Grandpa, actually I got busy with work, so could not meet you. But don't be angry with me. I will definitely come to meet you tomorrow. Not tomorrow. You come for dinner today. If you don't come, I won't talk to you. Okay, I'll come for dinner. Good. You both talked for some more time and then disconnected the call. May I come in, boss? Come in. Boss, you called me? Tell Miss Swan to come to my cabin. Yes, boss. Saying this, he goes out of the cabin, and after some time, you knock on the door. Come in. Boss, you called me? You are calling Namjoon, boss, because Namjoon told you not to tell anyone at the office that you are his fiancée. Miss Swan, if you have to come late to the office, then next time you don't have to come to the office. June, actually my car broke down, so I got late to office. It will never happen next time. Miss Swan, my name is Kim Namjoon and I am your boss. So from next time, don't call me June. You feel very bad after hearing Namjoon say this. Okay boss, Saying this, you went out of the cabin. I joined your company to bring you closer to me, but you are moving away from me. You were going to your cabin, thinking this until you bump into someone. Hey Wayne, what are you doing here? Jungkook is your friend. Both of you became friends when you were studying abroad. I work here. Your father has such a big company. Then why are you working here? I had to learn how to work before I could handle my own company. So I working here. Oh, by the way, what are you doing here? I have to talk to Mr. Kim about a project. That's why I came here. So you are handling your father's company? Yes. By the way, if you are free, we should go for dinner today because we have not met since I came back to Korea. I have to meet someone today. I won't be able to go to dinner with you today, but we can go tomorrow. Okay, see you tomorrow. Saying this, he hugged you and then said goodbye to you and went towards Namjoon's cabin. When Namjoon arrives at the villa, he sees that his grandfather was talking to you. Seeing this, he ignores you and starts walking towards his room. When grandfather stops him, come freshen up quickly. We will all have dinner together. Okay, Grandpa. Saying this, he goes to his room. After some time, when you all had dinner, Namjoon was going towards his room when his grandfather asked him to drop you home. So Namjoon went to drop you home because he never avoided anything said by his grandfather. Why are you ignoring me? Even after hearing your question, he does not say anything and keeps driving the car. You are hurting me. Even after hearing this, he does not say anything to you, so you turn your face towards the window and start crying. Namjoon ignores you for a while, but when you don't stop crying, he stops the car. Just stop crying. He speaks very angrily. Now you have a problem with my crying too. Yes, saying this, he starts the car. When Namjoon comes to the office, sees that you have not come to the office. He calls Daniel in the cabin and asks him, and he says that you have taken leave for a few days. When Namjoon came into the living room, he saw Grandpa sitting on the couch angrily. Grandpa, why are you so angry? Wine refused to marry you, saying that she loved someone else. If she loved someone else, then why did she agree to marry you? She would have refused marriage earlier. What does it mean to refuse now after engagement? He speaks very angrily. Grandpa, you should not get too angry, otherwise you will get sick. I will never talk to her again. Grandpa, she must have had some compulsion, that's why she agreed to get married at that time. You should not be so angry at her. Don't support her. Saying this, he goes away from there. May I come in, boss? Come in. Boss, this is my resignation letter. I am leaving my job. You placed a paper on his desk and said, when he hears you say this, he looks at you. You are handling a project right now. You cannot resign until that project is completed finished. Okay, fine. Saying this, you were about to leave the cabin when he stopped you. Why did you lie to Grandpa that you don't want to get married because you love someone else? I did not lie to him. I love someone else. That's why I refused to marry you. Earlier, I had a breakup with my boyfriend, due to which I had said yes to marriage. But now, he wants me in his life, so I refused marriage. Namjoon felt sad after hearing this from you, but he did not let his facial expression change. If you have finished asking your question, can I go now? Yes, hearing this, you go out of the cabin. Namjun was coming out of the company when his eyes fell on you, so he started walking towards you. Then he saw a car stopped near you, and a man came out of the car and hugged you. Seeing all this, Namjoon clenches his face in anger. Namjoon was watching the two of you when his driver came to him with the car, so he sat in the car and drove away.
Give me a good title. If I like your title, I'll write a fab according to your title.